Calm down, my lord, calm down. Your breakfast is on its way.
The damsel wouldn't open her door for anything but her...
Calm down, my lord, calm...
The damsel wouldn't open her door for anything but her dog's breakfast. Your powers of observation are stunning, my lady. Indeed, I am not...
The new cook?
Not quite. Firstly, where can I...
Put me lord's breakfast at the foot of his bed. But, oh, I can't let an unknown
Nothing serious, my lady. In fact...
How do you know that I am in need of help? Help from a tall, distinguished man with a long...
My lady, my flair for detection has nothing to do with the size of my nose. As for the help that I intend to provide, it solely concerns...
Oh, don't talk of that. She will no longer speak to me.
Why does Her Majesty reproach you?
3 days ago, she gave me the lovely dollhouse that you see there. It was made specific...
Indeed, the little candles in the chandelier.
Yesterday, she came to see me. These dolls are precious, and Her Majesty, was angry and told me that I didn't take care of the gifts.
What the dolls look like?
I don't even know. All I know is that there are 4 less boys.
Please calm yourself, my lady. I will see what...
Oh, many thanks, sir. Thank you.
Save your gratitude for when I have solved the... water.
How can I be of service, sir?
Tell me, Deirdre, you were in charge of wrapping the dollhouse that Her Majesty presented to Lady Leomunda. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And you swore to Her Majesty that
Not exactly, sir. But I must say that when I recounted the dolls and noticed some were missing...
Thank you, Deirdre. Goodbye.
Thank you for the new pants, Chauncey. Holmes, my glasses, if you would.
Here they are, sir. Indeed, I needed them to prepare a rather horrid mixture.
If the Prime Minister will permit, I would like to thank Mr. Holmes for...
Truly, Holmes, I owe you my thanks.
What provoked this change of temperament?
I haven't the least idea.
It seems to me that the fluctuations in my lord's mood began 3 years ago.
Ah, yes, that
What happened at the time?
My lady was so happy to see her nephew that she ignored my lord during the week that Lord Gwenders was here.
I remember. The yappy little thing was complete...
Excuse me, sir. I have a question for Mr. Chauncey. Tell me, my friend, Did you notice Lord Robillard engage...
Other than the Prime Minister's pants, nothing more than usual, sir.
Thank you, gentlemen.
So, Holmes, any progress? So, Holmes, any...
Excuse me, gentlemen. I'm aware that you're on duty, but I am on a special assignment in this. Please note, in the case of a successful outcome, she has promised her gratitude to...
At your service, sir. At your service, sir.
Thank you, gentlemen. I do believe that Lady Leamunda's companion, the pint-sized Lord Robillard, has access to all of the rooms and halls of the palace. Now...
Yesterday, my lord piddled in my boots.
No, I was referring to events...
The day before yesterday, while we were on duty, my lord was rummaging about behind this suit of armour when I bent over to see...
Thank you, gentlemen. This hole is dark and seems quite deep. I must find a way to see what's inside. This may prove to be useful. No, one will suffice. I need something. This hole is dark and seems quite deep. I must find a way to see what... I think I can make out the reflection of a porcelain face. This spear could be useful, but in order to recover the...
So, Holmes, any So, Holmes? So, Holmes, any progress?
Sir?
My apologies for interrupting you in the midst of your duties. Would you have witnessed Lord Robillard engage...
Oh, my lord is a bit waggish.
You must know him well. Has he added...
Why, yes. Now that I think of it, my lord usually has a right fear of chimneys because of the...
Thank you, Deirdre. Goodbye.
So, Holmes...
A pile of ashes to the side. I can see what seems to be a miniature hand coming out. It will take hours for the fire to extinguish, and pouring. Best to keep my discovery a secret for the moment. If the dog got...
So, Holmes, any...
Sir?
Could you please clean this doll? Thank
Certainly,
you.
sir. At your service, sir.
So, Holmes, any... So, Holmes, any progress? So, Holmes, any progress?
Yes, sir.
Water.
Yes,
My lady, I must press you further. Have you noticed any strange behavior?
Why do you ask such a question? Oh, I see. You think that my little lord picked up the scent of the robber and wanted to...
Indeed, that is one possibility.
Well, I seem to remember Lord rummaging in the garment chest that you... In addition, only my personal maid...
Why is it complicated to open?
I decorated it myself, but it dates from Henry VIII.
I promise, my lady. Thank you. I must leave you, my lady.
My door and every...
So, Holmes, any... So, Holmes, any...
I think I can make out the reflection of a porcelain face. This spear could be useful, but in order to recover the doll without damage, I would have to bend the end to form a hook. I think I can make out the reflection of a porcelain face. This spear could be useful, but in order to recover the doll with...
So, Holmes?
Excuse me, would there be a clamp hereabouts?
Hold on. It just so happens that my cousin, one of the royal...
Lady Leamunda's pipes.
I meant to say the plumbing of the bathtub in...
What's wrong with the bathtub?
It no longer drains, sir. Normally the water drains in no time once the stopper is removed.
Do you know when your cousin will return?
He said it will take 2 days in order to insert a custom-built auger to unclog the pipe, sir.
Unless it was something else. Thank you, Chauncey.
My pleasure, sir.
Here's what I've been looking for. Perfect. Now on to the next step. There is something here. One must insert a star here to There, all of Lady Leomunda's bathwater is still in this barrel. It is far too heavy. Listen, can you help me shift a barrel?
At your service, sir.
Elementary. Empty, empty.
Is Lady Leomunda satisfied?
One must insert a star here to unlock. This piece is actually a puzzle, and all the pieces detach easily. One must insert a star here to unlock the opening mechanism. elementary.
Why, these are my...
Indeed, my lady, here they are. 2 are somewhat damp, but they are all completely intact. In the future, for their own sake...
Thank you, sir. You are a...
There is a way. You can use your influence with Her Majesty to ensure an audience for myself as soon as possible. Here's my card.
Certainly, sir. I will go straight away to beg her pardon, and I propose that you return...
Many thanks, my lady.
Surely you aren't telling me that you had to rummage through a...
My lord, my dear Watson, within these walls you must say my lord.
I wonder if you aren't mocking me, Holmes. I find it hard...
What do you know of our monarch, Watson? What do we really know?
Mr. Holmes, the Prime Minister is in the White Room on your right, at the end of the hall.
The rug was wet in a number... The rug was wet in a number of spots.
Good evening, gentlemen. Well done yet again, Holmes.
Is Her Majesty safe?
She is in her chamber, and the palace as well as the gardens are crawling with guards.
You'll have to excuse me for a moment. Her Majesty and yourself are finally...
Ah, yes. And all thanks to you. I explained to her that you desired an audience, and she has granted your request. She will receive you and the Prime...
Has something come up, Holmes?
Can you assist me, my good man?
Does his lordship wish to
Why is the carpet in the hall wet?
On account of a gift that Her Majesty received from Lady Leomunda. It was soaked, and water was dripping from it.
What did it consist of?
I haven't the least idea.
Thank you, Chauncey. Forgive me, my lady, but I just learned that you offered a...
Yes, I wanted to present Her Majesty with a gift to thank her for the dollhouse. But what? Those nitwit workers dropped it in the moat and had the dickens of...
If you would tell me, my lady, what is the nature of the gift that you presented to Her Majesty? But the masterpiece, what was it exactly, my lady?
Well, as Her Majesty's watch was broken, I wanted to give her something, you know, a French grandfather clock. Pomtoise, or was...
Wait, my lady, that name suggests something to me. Could... Mayet?
Yes, that's it.
Watson, Prime Minister, quick, sound the alarm. Lupin is in the Queen's chamber.
What made me accept this infernal contraption?
If Her Majesty will permit, I would rather avoid risking death yet again in what Her Majesty calls this infernal contraption.
The hangman?
Your Majesty understands well. My fate is entirely in your hands, like so many others. My intentions are not hostile.
They are what, then?
Many times I have found myself in a similar situation, and the words came naturally. I stand before you, after having risked my life, and still risking it in what I had until now only considered. The words that I should say to you won't come because they are buried deep. These fragile words that are frightened of emerging, these...
Believe me, madame, if I was to steal something, it would only be a kiss.
You won't be stealing anything. I will...
Open up, Your Majesty.
Is all well, Your Grace?
Break down the door.
Your subjects are there, and so ends my gallant game, and, with them, my life.
And continue to amuse yourself.
Your Majesty, are you...
Hush up, you impudent plodders. Who do you think you are to speak in my presence without having been asked? Look at you, a bunch of
But, Your Majesty...
Suffice. Even the most compassionate of monarchs cannot be permitted to excuse the vermin. Sure.
You and I, Lupin. Water. Lupin would... Elementary. This is... Here I am in the cellar of Buckingham Palace. All of these odds and...